Oh, I see an automobile. And hear it. Oh. And he's not backing in. Finally, it's been like 20 minutes. Oh, there he is. You're good. You're good. You're good. Wonderful DRLs. He made it.
Oh my goodness, they sure did.
So you got... Well, there you saw it. Dad has bought a new car, and I'm going to give you a tour of it. So, this is a 2012 Honda Accord SE, as you read in the title. And as aforementioned, this is Dad's new car. So let's take a look at it. Obviously, it's black. This car came from Texas originally. It was in Texas until 2015, and then it came up here and was owned by one person in West Bloomfield. So that's why it has the frame, because it was a Texas car. Like every good Honda, the headlights are faded. Has Bridgestone tires. The SE, as far as I know, is an LX that has alloy wheels, leather seats, and a leather steering wheel wrap. That's it. You will notice it's tinted aftermarket, which it's light enough that you can still see through it, but it is aftermarket tinted. I think everybody knows what these cars look like, and this is why you don't get aftermarket tinting, because, yeah, not thrilled about that. But being an SE, it has the light bar thing on the back and the reflectors, which look nice. Special edition. There was a sticker here that got removed. The body's in okay shape. It does have a few minor cosmetic defects, but overall, I mean, even underneath, you can see it's in pretty good condition. But we purchased this car from Pure Honda of Ferndale. That was an interesting experience. I may or may not upload the video talking about that, but I will say, Billy and John there, they both were excellent. So let's go ahead and get inside it. Also, real quick, here's this. This was the key tag that they had on it, but we'll get inside. Here's the key, very typical Honda key. Unlock it, and the lights flash. See, it had pinstriping, but it's worn off. Like I said, being an SE, this one does have the leather interior. Beige leather, power seat. He's short, so this is up pretty far. Seat's in good shape. It's not cracked or torn. You can see the tint isn't crazy, but it's definitely tinted. But we'll go ahead and start it up. See, the steering wheel's in good shape too. The dealership had their floor mats in here, but you can see the original floor mats. So let's go ahead and start it up. Has 98,753 miles. That's right, this thing is pretty low mileage, and it's warm, so this is a warm start, but let's start it up. Yep, very typical Honda startup. Go ahead and I'll roll this window down part way. It's automatic down and up. You can see the tint there on it. I'll go ahead and I'll pop the hood, and then I'll show you first. When you have the car running, it has these daytime running lights that come on. But I'll go ahead and flip the lights on just so you can see it. Headlights on here, and then the hazards, just so we can fully appreciate the lighting. That's what it looks like with the headlights on. And the rears, see, it has amber signals. Definitely a Honda. You can hear it right there. I'll flip these off. And then I'll show you under the hood. If I can find the thing. 2.4 liter K24 motor. Prop rod is broken. It's supposed to sit, but yeah, I think everyone knows what these look like. Very easy to work on. Has a timing chain, which is super nice. And yeah, this was the very end of the K24, because after this body style, I'll close it. 2012 was the last year of this body style. They went to a new one in 13 and dropped the K24. I'll be honest, I don't love this body style Accord. I think this was kind of an awkward phase. My favorite was the 03 to 05. That was the last one I really liked. And then they ruined it in 06 with this terrible facelift, and they put these like LED brake lights in that looked horrible. And then this body style came about, and it's it looks good in black, let's say that. I've always liked black cars best, and I will say that this body style looks very good in black. I like the 13s, the redesign. I know many people that have had them and these and loved them, and I can see why people love them. They're simple and easy to live with. So, shut this. I'm gonna keep the window down because it's hot. Turn that off. Window switches, as you saw. Lock and unlock, mirror controls, traction control off. This is just a blank space. Very easy power steering. Horn, lights, high beams, and there's an indicator on up there. Vent, defroster, speaker, cruise control here, radio controls here, wipers, which are adjustable, intermittent. This is, I believe, the base gauge cluster. I think the EX and the Touring might have had slightly higher end gauge clusters, but see the trip odometers, just has an oil life and that's it. Obviously you don't want to go off that. I think when we bought it, it had 98,629. It has the gear indicator up there for the 5-speed automatic. That's another thing, no CVT, but very easy shifter to operate. It falls right into place. And then it has D3, 2 and 1, like every Honda has. Oh, I was gonna do reverse. And then I'll show you up here too. Goes into place up there. I'll see if I can show you both here, if you can see it. But yeah, very easy shifter to operate. This, yeah, it exists. I already saw that. Climate controls, being that this is basically an LX, it has the manual ones. Very easy to operate. Single zone. Heated seats, being an SE, that's part of the SE package. Storage there. Power, oh, let's see here. There we go, power outlet there, storage there, which he has coins in. This slides back and forth. I don't love this, but not quite a Toyota, just remember that. No, this is a very nice car. Parking brake, cup holders, center console, which has another power outlet, an aux, and then this USB thing, which Honda did. Radio, which comes on up here, and it's on AM. Pretty good sound system too for a basic car. This I think is for like the radio. I'm not sure. Forgive me, I'm still new to this car. But yeah, interesting center console design. I don't know if I love it or hate it yet, but it exists. Glove box, which is locking, decent size. Passenger seat. Up here, this is peeling. It's got the vanity lights, sunglass holder, map lights. The rear view mirror is very easy to see out of. I love that rear view mirror. It's extremely easy to see out of. I think the previous owner may have added these blind spot monitor mirror things. I don't know if they were there originally. Dude, no, I guess it's not auto up. I thought it was. Down here, you can pop the fuel tank by doing that and the trunk by doing that. But I'll go ahead and rev it here. Yeah, definitely a 4-cylinder, but no. And then the steering wheel, yep, steering wheel's adjustable here. Does it tilt and telescope? It sure does. I don't want to move it too much because it's where he likes it. But we'll go ahead and shut it down now. I think we've seen everything we need to see with it running here. And you can't see it in the light, but the gauge cluster is backlit. When you insert the key, you can kind of see it. It comes on and off, and then, no, that doesn't do it. Also here you can see the backlighting. When you put the key in, they light up fully, and then obviously you turn it on. So yeah, you can see the backlighting a lot better in this dark garage. That's where we bought it from. I will tell you that my least favorite thing about this car is the seats. Some people probably love this, and that's why these sell so well. This portion here is super heavily bolstered. Like, when you sit in this, and this is the lumbars all the way back, when you sit in this, your back, like, doesn't touch this part of the seat. I'm sure some people don't mind that. Evidently they don't, because these cars sold so well, but I don't really like it. It's probably enough that I probably would have purchased a Camry over this if I were looking at it new. I mean, I don't know. I prefer Toyotas. I think everyone knows that, but these are not bad at all. I mean, better than a Malibu would have been. But no, he prefers Hondas, so you can also lock this, although I don't know if it's gonna, yeah, it's not gonna let me because the trunk's open. But I'll show you the back seat, fuel door, which I popped. Interesting, it's on an angle like that. Back seat is huge, like enormous for a mid-size car. I mean, like, I'm 5'8", and I can, like, yeah. This is a really roomy back seat, and contrary to the front seats, these are so comfortable. Like, I could just sit back here forever. No amenities or anything because it is an SE, but you do have this cup holders. You have a pass-through. The seats do fold, but they're single. It's a single piece, which I'll show you. Headrests are adjustable. You got your stuff there. Headliner's in good shape. You got a dome light. This seat is all the way back. Carpet. So we'll go back there. Big door pocket. There are a lot of benefits to this car. I can very easily see why like a family of 4 would choose this. Yeah, Bridgestone tires. So the trunk is open. There's no like keyhole on it anywhere, but you can pop it from the key itself. Just hold it. Not lined or anything, but it has the release here. Trunk is decent size. I think it's about the same size as my Fusion. I think this is a little wider, but shallower. Actually, I don't know. It's wide here and then it narrows out, but I think it's a bigger opening than the Fusion, but that's about it. I think the trunk itself might be a little smaller, but I'm not sure. Goodyear floor mats. There's the spare. Is it full size? No, temporary. This is his stuff. But then you pull this. Remember, you got to pull it really hard. It's only on that side, and then when you come over here, this, oh, I just locked it again. I was playing with it last night. You had to pull it really hard. The whole seat, there it goes. Oh, and the seatbelt locked. Dang. There we go. The whole actual seat folds, which is interesting. I've never seen that on another mid-size car. Usually it's split folding like my car, but it gives you a good opening there, which is nice. Let's see if we can get it past the headrest there. Oh wow, that was easy. Locks right in place. So yeah, folding seats, even though they're not split folding, but I don't think that many people care. It does have struts, which is interesting. My Fusion has the, sorry, it has the arms. My Fusion has the struts, which I prefer, but whatever. Again, minor thing, and I'm comparing it to an American car, so an American car based on a Mazda at that. Around here, there's a stink bug on it. This seat is all the way back, and even then, I mean, look at this. This is actually even more than the Fusion has, I think. I think just by a little bit, because I've praised the Fusion for having a big back seat. I mean, again, I'm 5'8". This seat is all the way back. Adjustable headrests and seat belts, obviously. I mean, it's very comfortable. I would have no problem riding back here for sure. Door is very wide too. You could very easily load like weird shaped objects in here. I like the wheels too, way better than the steel wheels with the wheel covers. Passenger seat. Again, this is all the way back, and this seat is manual since, again, this is basically an LX trim. But very comfortable. And I'll see if I can show you what I mean here. It's probably hard to see. The back of my, like, this is with my back against the seat. I have to do this, and it's, I'll be honest, it's not very comfortable. Obviously, some people don't mind it. Some people like having just their lower back supported. I just personally don't. So, yeah, just something to know. I wish this was not like this. I'm very surprised for a Honda to see that like that. But, oh, that's stiff. That's interesting. I think the lights are different. Maybe those have been replaced with LEDs, if I had to guess. Ooh. And yeah, this is the dealership thing, which we're gonna remove. So yeah, that is the tour of the 2012 Honda Accord SE. And I drove it. It drove, comparing it to my Fusion, this thing has a lot more off-the-line acceleration. It feels a little faster. Handling is not nearly as precise, though. That Fusion with the Mazda and Volvo chassis is way more precise, and the seats hold you way better. But that's it. That is a tour of the 2012 Accord. Doesn't have the old, really loud horn like the old Hondas had. But no, my dad's very happy with it so far. He was really hoping for a Civic of this era, specifically 12 to 13, because it was the last years without a CVT. This was the last year Accord without a CVT, I believe, until you get to the newer, like, 2.0 turbos. But no, he likes it. He's a Honda fan much more than a Toyota fan. And funny enough, this is his 4th Honda and his second Accord. And it's his 4th black Honda. Every Honda he's owned has been black, which is kind of hilarious. He had a 95 Del Sol that he got brand new. He had a 99 Accord LX that he got brand new. He had a 2000 Civic DX Coupe, which he got used, I think, in 2007. If you search my channel, I think there's actually some video footage of it with me as like a 4-year-old pretending to drive it. And then this. So he's now had, the last 2 vehicles he's owned have now been duplicates of cars he's owned previously, because that Jetta is the second Jetta he's had, which is over there and is mine now. So yeah, that is his new car, and he's really liking it. Again, I personally am so on this body style Accord. I think it looks way better in black than any other color. And it looks way better with the alloys instead of the stupid steel wheels with the slotted wheel covers. But he likes it. That's all that matters. And I was happy to see him get this and not some... He wanted like a 3.6R Outback, because you could get those with a regular automatic in like 2014. But I was like, don't buy a 3.6R Outback. You're going to get 17 miles per gallon. You need something that gets 30, which this does. As far as fuel economy goes, this is, I think, about the same as the Fusion. But yeah, I was trying to convince him against the 3.6R Outback, because I'm like, a sedan is fine, and a 6-cylinder engine, you don't need that. It's going to get worse fuel economy. It's higher repair costs. It's just unnecessary. And of course, with the Accords, you don't want the V6, because they had a bunch of transmission problems and they had VCM, and no. K24 is fine. This K24 is what you want, and I think it's actually what his 99 Accord had, probably. So yeah, this is his new ride, 2012 Accord, and it's a pretty nice ride. Like I said, I'm more of a Toyota fan. I was lobbying hard for a Camry if he was going to go midsize, but he basically said if he was going to go Toyota midsize, he was just going to get an ES350, because at least then you can get a nice one. But anyway, I'll stop rambling. This is basically what he looked for. He's like, you know what? I'm going to do this instead of the Civic. So, yeah, that is his new ride. Hopefully you all enjoy, and you'll probably be seeing some videos on it, because there's some small little cosmetic things we're going to do to it, including cleaning up those frickin' headlights. So, that's it. Peace.